Welcome back for another episode of Halftime Adjustments. Eddie Arnell, my man G Witt.
Tighten up, baby.
Tighten up, baby. Hey, training camp.
Man,
it's almost
next week,
there, right?
man.
Huh?
Next week.
Rookies and the QBs report on the 22nd.
That's right. The rest of the veterans report on the 25th, and the first practice is on the 26th. It's on, baby. It's on. You can smell the grass now.
Smell the grass. The two early practices were off the bat at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then at the third.
Yeah.
Night practice at Centennial High School.
Yeah.
Folks, you got to get out and see this team this year.
Exactly right. And then also on the 4th, they have a night practice at Nissan Stadium. So get out, and you have a lot of opportunities to see the team play and practice and everything. It's going to be an interesting time. New coaching staff.
Yeah, new schemes.
New faces on defense, man. It's on.
So in the past few weeks, bro, we have broke down each position.
Yeah.
And we've now made it to the defensive backs, which is probably the biggest splash that was made during the offseason.
Yeah, definitely. You know, bringing in Malcolm Butler was a big hit. Definitely something that we needed, and especially with the overall scheme of the defense in the secondary. We had some good moments last year, but there's always room for improvement. And we could just talk about overview for the whole secondary, pass defense and everything. We did a lot of improving and everything, but still, because the secondary was a weakness of the defense,
right.
But as the season went on, it became a strength.
So let's look at the secondary. Let's break it down a little bit and talk about a few people that people probably, the Titans fans probably don't know about. That's come in this year. But so just looking at the stats from last year, 25th against the pass. In total defense in the league, and then 12 interceptions would put us about 18 in the league. And 43 sacks, which was fifth, tied with the Chargers. So good pressure up front. The back end was just a weakness. Yeah,
it really was. I mean, but you think about it from this standpoint, too. Last year, we pretty much, for the most part, had an entirely new secondary.
Right.
You bring in Logan Ryan. You have Adoree Jackson starting as a rookie. You bring in Jonathan Cyprien from the Jaguars. And finally, last year, they made Kevin Byard a starter at free safety. Now, he had a stellar year. 8 interceptions. You just don't see that too often. Granted, he had 3 against Cleveland. He had 2 against Joe Flacco.
Right.
So, he 8 interceptions is nothing to sneeze at. So he helped out a lot. But the one thing you notice about what J-Rob is doing as far as the secondary is concerned, he's bringing a lot of smart football players.
That's right.
One thing was Adoree Jackson. And I would say this, I got to give him his props as a rookie. First game, he goes against Oakland. Yeah. He does something that I hadn't seen a cornerback for us do ever since they ruled out the rule of verticality on the sideline.
Right.
Guy jumped up. I think it was Amari Cooper jumped up for a pass on the sideline, and Adoree Jackson, he couldn't make the play on the ball. What does he do? Pushes him out of bounds.
That's right.
It's simple.
Instincts, right?
Instincts.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. So he's getting smart football players, man.
So, like I said, the biggest move in the offseason for the secondary was, of course, it was the addition of Malcolm Butler. Yeah. So let's talk about Malcolm Butler a little bit, as some people don't know who are familiar with him.
Well, I don't say how you could not be. I mean, his claim to fame was the fact that he intercepted Russell Wilson for the game-winning play for the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Yep. Granted, we're still trying to figure out what Pete Carroll was thinking in that moment. Shotgun on the 1 yard line with beast mode in the back.
The
back. It didn't make any sense. I think he just got cute for some reason.
Yeah.
But anyway, but he's been a solid corner in the league. Now, not necessarily a shutdown corner, but a very solid corner. Good cover skills, can plays the run well, but also covers a lot of receivers, does well, good speed, good cover, and like I said, just good coverage skills. So I think bringing him in, you still wondered about, of course, the elephant in the room, why he didn't play in the Super Bowl this past year. Right. But all that notwithstanding, a good cover guy, it actually